So we're on a fairly wet 4th of July bank holiday weekend. I thought I'd take the opportunity to get a video of the air suspension on my OBS Ford. So I finally got the back end finished a few weeks ago. Front I did at Christmas, so the front's been on for, I guess that's 6 months now. So I'll do a quick demo and then I'll show you how the pneumatic system set up. So to lower it, obviously it's on pretty much the highest setting. It'll go about another couple of inches up, but I'll just show you going down. So we'll drop the back end first. So it goes obviously pretty low at the back, and then if we drop the front end, you see it goes really pretty low, which is pretty handy if you want to get stuff in the back or work on it. So just to show you how it works, I've got 12 volt single individual 12 volt solenoid valves mounted in the engine bay. So this is just for the front, so there's one here, one on the opposite side. And then in terms of the controls, if you get a look at the control panel here, you can see there's a single switch, one up, one down for the front, one up, one down for the rear, and then there's an isolation switch. And then to the air system itself works off, as you can see, a 12 volt Via compressor. That grey box at the back is the electronics with all the diodes, and then there's two solenoids for the rear. As you can see, there's only 4 solenoids altogether, and down the bottom, which is difficult to see down here, is a quick dump valve. So that's how you vent the air out of it. So it's really simple, very basic, inexpensive, but in my experience is very reliable. It works really well. So thanks for looking. So this is a video of the rear airbag setup. I ummed and ahed quite a bit about how to do the rear end, having done the front airbag conversion. I was going to put a 3-link, and then I decided 4-link, and finally I decided to go a different direction, as you can see. So the leaf springs, if you take all the leaves out, actually do a really good job of positioning the axle laterally, and they also act as an upper control arm. So I kind of decided to stick with the leaf springs. They give an enormous suspension travel, and they actually work really quite well, providing you're not using them to actually do the spring effect. So if you just use them to position the axle, they actually work pretty well. So we're getting here so you can see what's going on. The upper airbag mount, as you can see, fabricated, powder coated. These are a bit of a pain because the chassis at the back there is actually curved, so you've got to profile the plate to suit. And then the upper mount, I don't know if you can see it there, is a through bolt that goes into the leaf springs. I retain the same bump stop bracket at the bottom. Obviously I had to extend the bump stop, so these bags have internal bump stops, so they bottom out actually exactly the same time, so I've got a lot of capacity there. I went with an inverted U-bolt arrangement, as you can see. The bracket at the bottom I purchased online and then welded on a link bracket on it with a, as you can see, a control arm joint on there as well. And then if you go up to the front, you can see I've got the 1-up half-road brackets on the front. Let me get in so you can see them properly. I was really impressed with these. I bought them for the front actually, but I couldn't use them because the angle was wrong, but they work great for the back. As you can see, I've got an Inconel wire in there as well, just to make sure that bolt doesn't come loose, because if it ever did, it would be a horrible story. These brackets come with the bushings, so they're ready to go. And as you can see, it kind of seems to have worked out quite well. The bags run about 10 to 15 psi. The lowest setting sits just above the bump stops, but it's made a big difference. It's made the suspension a lot softer at the back, but of course anything you put in the back you can air up from the controls at the front. So hope you like it. Thank you.